One of the many joys of having backyard chickens is collecting eggs. There are so many different colors. Aren't they just beautiful? This is what's waiting for you. Whenever we give our eggs to family members or friends or neighbors, they're just so tickled to get them. And it's a lot of fun to give them too. We're going to discuss everything you need to know about eggs. But before we do, I have a little mystery for you to solve. Do you see the egg in the center of this basket? Why is it so much larger than the rest? If you haven't already figured it out, stay tuned, and I'll give you the answer at the end of this video. Although some will debate this, there is plenty of research demonstrating that the nutrition in free-range eggs is superior to those you buy at the grocery store. A chicken's natural diet consists of grasses and other green plants, seeds, insects, and worms. Yet, most commercially raised hens get only grain and mash. When chickens aren't allowed to forage, or at least aren't fed some greens, their eggs aren't as nutritious. A study by Penn State University compared hens fed a commercial diet to chickens that were allowed to free range. Free-range chickens laid eggs with twice as much vitamin E, twice as much long-chain omega-3 fats, and more than double the total omega-3 fatty acids. In addition, vitamin A concentration was as much as 38% higher. Other research has shown that free-range eggs have up to 50% less cholesterol and up to 25% less saturated fat. Even to the naked eye, when you compare yolks from your eggs to store-bought eggs, the difference is pretty clear. Your yolks will tend to be richer in color, and as my family will attest, they simply taste better. Next, let's talk about egg production. How many eggs should you expect from your hens? Well, that depends on many factors. First, there is the chicken's biology. Because the egg production cycle takes 25 hours, 6 eggs per week is the most you should expect from even the most prolific hen. Breed is another significant factor. Certain breeds that are known for being great layers can give you up to 300 eggs per year, while other breeds will produce less than half that amount. You will find much more information regarding which chickens are good egg layers in choosing a breed. During the winter season, your hens will lay fewer eggs. It's not the cold that causes this, rather it's the number of daylight hours. The less daylight, the fewer the eggs. In many cases, your hens will stop laying eggs completely during the winter, especially when the light drops below 14 hours per day. Strive to maintain a stress-free environment for your chickens. If they are stressed out because they are frightened by other family pets, if your kids are chasing them around a lot, or if there are predators constantly lurking, they will likely lay fewer eggs. Even some normal biological processes will impact egg production. When a chicken is broody, she stops laying eggs for the duration of that broodiness. She will also stop laying, or at least slow down, during her first molt. From that point on, her weekly egg production will be slightly lower. However, the eggs will tend to be a bit larger. Egg production will again be interrupted during each successive molt. Other factors include poor nutrition, moving your flock to a new location, and even seemingly insignificant things such as changing feed. All of these can lead to a temporary drop in egg production. And finally, there is age. A hen will be most productive during her first 2 years. After that point, egg production will begin to taper, but she will continue to lay for as long as 5 years or more. Occasionally, you may get an unusually small egg. This is referred to as a fairy egg. These are underdeveloped eggs that pass through the oviduct without reaching full size. You may also get a rubber egg, one that doesn't have a hard shell. Soft eggs tend to happen during warmer weather when chickens pant to keep cool. This results in less calcium going to the egg, and that causes the soft shell. Small and soft eggs are both anomalies that will happen from time to time and are no cause for concern unless they become a pattern. Now, what to do with all those beautiful eggs you collect? When a chicken egg is laid, it has a clear protective layer known as a cuticle, commonly referred to as the bloom. By sealing the eggshell pores, the bloom helps prevent bacteria from getting inside the shell while also reducing moisture loss from the egg. This means your eggs will keep much longer if you don't wash them and leave the bloom undisturbed. You can keep your eggs at room temperature for several days after they are laid, and if you do refrigerate them, your eggs will keep for several weeks. When I share eggs with friends and family, I always insert a note that the eggs are unwashed. This includes a reminder that, in the interest of safety, it's always a good idea to wash eggs with clean, warm water before consuming them. A good general rule to test the freshness of an egg, although not foolproof, is to put the egg in cold water. If it sinks to the bottom and lays flat, it's very fresh. If it stays on the bottom but stands on end, it's still good, but you should eat it soon. If it floats, it's no longer fresh enough to eat. Pitch it. A final note about eggs. As your girls get close to the age where they should begin to lay, be sure to watch the video called Egg-ticipation, which you'll find in the adult care part of this training. That will help you prepare for the arrival of that first egg. Oh, and regarding the mystery of the extra large egg, did you guess the answer? It's a double yolk. These are a rare treat and double the fun. If you get one, I hope you enjoy it.